meteorologist Mark Molnar as your host for the weather show, Weather Northeastern. Let's get right into some viewer sent in photos here before we get into a very busy wintry pattern. Tyler McCandless, this time from Leechburg, Pennsylvania here. Take a look just the northeast side of Pittsburgh. This is near my hometown. Very close, by the way, and you can see beautiful sunset back on January 8th here. This beautiful evening sky across this part of Pennsylvania. So very vibrant, very low sun angle this time of year, and that's what brings out those reddish and oranges. We take a look at Linden, Texas, Lucas D. Starting off with some beautiful photos. Looks like some beautiful sunsets to behold here across the Linden, Texas area as well with that lower sun angle. And as we scroll through his photos, take a look at the crimson colors. Also, his last photo here, taking a look at some very interesting skies. It almost looks like lower cloud fog here with some upper cloud decks as well. With the sunshine coming through at a low angle, it makes it very beautiful. And take a look at his quick video here. He has a couple videos he sent in, but I'll show a snippet from the first one, and over the next couple episodes of Weather Northeastern, I will indulge you with more of his videos as I get through them here. But look at this. Looking at a very brisk day across Linden here, it looks like on the video. You can see the trees are moving back and forth, and the clouds are moving at a pretty good clip. A lot of cumulus and altocumulus here, even some stratocumulus, moving very quickly at all levels of the atmosphere. So thank you, Lucas, and thank you, Tyler McCandless, for sending all of these photos and videos in. If you'd like to send in your photos or videos, don't forget Facebook, MeteoMark, Weather Northeastern, also WX Northeastern on Twitter, and MeteoMark.com@gmail.com to send them in by my email address. Take a look at the weather forecast here across the west. We will be getting another storm here in the Pacific Northwest, but you notice it's kind of lifted up further to the north, 5 to 7 inches along the coast, 1 to 3 inches inland. And look at back east here, especially the northeast. We'll be dealing with a lot of wintry systems, a lot of this falling in the form of frozen precipitation, 1 to as much as 2 inches liquid equivalent. Let's get to that weather pattern. Like I said, we'll start to ridge a little bit more out west. We'll still get some storminess around the edges here in the Pacific Northwest, but back east here, especially Saturday, this time Saturday, we could be looking at some sort of a nor'easter here in the mid-Atlantic into the northeast. The two jet streams coming together here across the northeast, combining energy, and this is where we could have some problems in the form of interior snow, sleet, and freezing rain as you get closer to the coast. And then right along the coast, some plain rain. Let's take a look at the particulars. First, with the snowfall totals, we're starting off with lake effect bands, starting off with your Wednesday into Thursday as well here. This taking us through the next 48 hours for snowfall east of Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. Lake Erie, general 4 to 6, maybe as much as 8 inches just south of Buffalo. And then north of Syracuse here on the east end of Lake Ontario, we're looking at the Tug Hill getting anywhere from 10 to as much as 16 inches of snow. Now all this snow up here in Maine and northern New Hampshire, this is with the departing system we'll deal with Tuesday night into Wednesday. And Wednesday will still be pulling the moisture to the northeast, but look at this, as much as 16 to as much as 20 inches, especially just north of Portland and west of Bangor, Maine here. So looking very interesting here, lining up right on the backside of the low pressure. Let's get right into those surface maps, starting off with your Wednesday here, midpoint of the week. We're almost halfway to the weekend here. Look at the northeast here, very cold and of course wintry. We're dealing with that general snow shower activity and bands of lake effect snow east of Lake Erie, Lake Ontario. As I said, those favored snow belt areas getting up to 8 to 12 inches just south of Buffalo and north of Syracuse here. And temperatures supporting it into the low to mid 20s, even teens here across northern New England, single digits across Quebec here. So look at that, and very blustery across the northeast into your Thursday. Still dealing with the problems. That system finally starts to depart from Maine. As I said, on Wednesday, you'll be dealing with wraparound moisture from that snowfall total. And look at this. We start to kind of erode the clouds here down into Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Harrisburg. We'll start to get some breaks of sunshine, but we're still dealing with the clouds and lake effect snow showers into Friday. We kind of cut that off as this stationary front. And this will be the key, because where this sets up for your weekend scenario and how far south this rides, we could be dealing with that colder air bleeding in on the north side of this stationary front. And we'll have some energy secondary development off the coast. You can see temperatures warming a little bit though. Low to mid 30s, very popular from the Susquehanna River Valley westward to the Ohio River Valley. And take a look at this. Portions of New England even warming up towards Boston and Nantucket here, still holding on to very cold air, and this will play into quite a snowstorm, it looks like, once again for northern New England and Quebec Saturday. Here's the key. That stationary front kind of stalls out, and where it sets up will determine precipitation types. As you can see, we have a potpourri of precipitation types here, and this is very difficult, especially with the thermal profiles setting up. We have a lot of mix, rain and snow here across western Pennsylvania, western New York, with that low pressure still putting enough warm levels in the atmosphere to produce rain mixed with snow. But you get further east, we get that cold dome of cold air here holding in place. You get more of the sleet and snow mixture, and then all snow here in northern New England, southeastern Canada, and rain along the coast, and in between you get those mixtures of freezing rain and sleet in those fuchsia colors here and purple colors of sleet here. So it's looking very messy across the Northeast. We're going to fine-tune this weather map over the next several days as we get closer to Saturday, Friday night, Saturday, and Saturday night, because temperature profiles are going to be very dependent on how quickly this low pressure system can drag in some of this cold air behind it as it gets going and cranking later on Saturday. But you can see a pretty bona fide snowstorm here across much of northern New England, Burlington, especially north of Concord here into portions north of Portland as well, up towards Caribou and Presque Isle. Very interesting. Stay tuned for this. It's too early to draw a snowfall map at this time, an ice accumulation map, but I'll keep an eye on it. In 10 seconds, I'll have a 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Scranton's upper Susquehanna region of upstate New York and northeast Pennsylvania. Don't forget to like me on Facebook and MeteoMark, subscribe to me on YouTube and MeteoMark comments, Twitter at WX Northeastern, and Google Plus and MeteoMark. Here's your 5-day. Very busy, active pattern here, starting off with your Wednesday. Look at this. We'll still get some residual lake effect snow showers. Temperatures not getting to 20. Look at this for Thursday as well. Scattered snow showers, less than an inch. Friday, we clear up a little bit. Your only really clear day. Heading up towards the mid-30s, so enjoy it, because Saturday, Friday night and Saturday, the snow and sleet start. We could get a solid 2 to 4 inches of snow and sleet, or even maybe freezing rain mixing in there, but it should start to get cooler throughout the day, so it might change back to snow. So stay tuned for this. This could get interesting even into Saturday night, Sunday into Monday. Still looking interesting even yet with colder temperatures. That's going to do it for this edition of Weather Northeastern.